So today I would like to present my paper with my lecturer. The title is Representation of Father Interpersonal Relationship with Fatherless Children in HBO serial film Euphoria Season 1. Okay, so this is the table of content of my presentation today. The first one, I would like to talk about the introduction and then the research theory that I use, and then the research purposes, research method, conceptual framework, and then the result and discussion. And last but not least, the conclusion. Okay. So the first one is introduction. Fatherless is a phenomenon. Fatherless phenomenon is a condition where a child is a missing father presence in a child's life. The absence of a father, either physical or psychological, could affect a child's development. This research choose to study the film of Euphoria Season 1 as a film that showed the phenomenon of fatherlessness by analyzing the interpersonal relationship between fathers and children in this series. So we're going to talk about the research theories. In this paper, I'm using 3 research theories. There is interpersonal communication, which is the process of exchanging messages between at least 2 people who take turns talking and listening to each other. And then the family theories, a social group characterized by living together, united by marriage. And then representation is a production of concepts of meaning in the mind through language. So this research purposes is the study aims to determine the representation of the relationship between the character Nate Jacob and Cassie Howard towards their father, so that they experience the fatherless phenomenon from the HBO series film Euphoria. And then to discover the character relationship and behavior in their social life, how Nate and Cassie show their characteristic as a result of their interpersonal relationship with their father. For the research method, I'm using descriptive, qualitative, and research design is study case fatherlessness phenomenon. Data collection, my primary data is using Euphoria Season 1 series. So I observe all the series, all the episodes, I mean, and then secondary data is journal and article. Data analysis is using Roland Barthes semiotic, which is dentation, connotation, and myth. This is the conceptual framework from my paper. The first is the emergence of fatherless phenomenon, and then studying the representation of interpersonal relationship between fathers and children in HBO Euphoria Season 1. And then I'm using Roland Barthes semiotic analysis method to discover the signs and the scene. And then the result of this research is show the representation of 2 characters studied in their social lives. And from the research, I found these 4 scenes that shows the representation of their relationship, the father and the children in this series, yes. Okay, the first scene is that when Jacob was a kid, he found pornographic videos in his father's collection. This incident was a traumatic event and became the basis for Ned Jacob to see his father as a negative figure. And then the scene number 2 is Ned Jacob as a teenager. Ned had an anger issue, which resulted from his memory of hating his father, who had always pretended to be a manly man, a family man, honored man, and then he loved his family outside, but he also have other side. And then scene number 3 is show as Cassie Howard's childhood was filled with her father's love in the form of physical touch. Cassie's father's presence was something she always looked for during her childhood. However, his father decided to leave her and her family because his father is having a drug addict. And then the scene number 4 is Cassie as a teenage. As a teen, Cassie teenage year focused on becoming a woman who loves her partner too much. Cassie is even willing to do things she doesn't want, such as making sex tape by her partner, and did this because she was thirsty for the affection she was looking for in someone. Okay, these are the factors that I found and my partner found in this research. The first one is technology and child development. Nate and Cassie facing a negative impact by using technology in the series. Nate used it to watch his father's sex tape unsupervised, while Cassie is being asked to make a sex tape with every man he loved. And then the second one is love languages. While Nate was a child, he received so much word affirmation from Carl Jacobs, his father, and sometimes also physical touch. On the other hand, Cassie received so much physical touch from her father and relative when she was a child until preteen. And then number 3 is sex education in childhood puberty. Nate hit puberty. When Nate hit puberty, he realized that he hated his father. As a teenager, Nate experiences an emotional outburst and it shocked his father. And then for Cassie, as Cassie grown up, she became a beautiful girl and hard to say no to her partner. Her father left her and she craved for another man's love. And then for the factor number 4 is the culture of promiscuity among American teenagers. Nate is exposed to promiscuity from his childhood, and Cassie Howard about to have sex with her partner or with men who have been her lover. Although Cassie is rejected by her partner's invitation to make sex video and still did it anyway because she don't want to feel alone and unloved. She was craving and missing her father figure. So the conclusion, researchers found 5 characteristics of Nate and Cassie from the result of interpersonal relationship between father and son, or father and children in this series if you're Euphoria season 1. For Nate Jacobs, he has uncontrollable anger, especially on LGBT matters, because Carl Jacob, his father, also makes sex tape with LGBT partners and underage. And then Nate Jacob, exposed to sex at a young age, lives in the same house with his father but hardly ever speaks. He also have cold expression when dealing with matters concerning his father. And then he also resents his father for trying to cover up for his sexuality. For Cassie Howard, she is shy with new people, shown with an uncomfortable expression. She has a sex tape with her partner despite her refusal to be loved. And then she expressed sadness when dealing with matters concerning her father. And then she received a lot of physical touch in childhood when she doesn't know what the touch is meaning. And then she looks forward to her father presence. Okay, that's a conclusion. Thank you. That's all from my presentation. If you have any question, you may ask. Thank you.